Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Is that a good impression of Matan Evans? Matan Evans? Everyone says Matan, but I think he pronounces it differently. Matan Evans. Matan Evans. He said it like a little bit differently somehow. But he's fine with everyone else saying it differently than he does, I guess. Because I've been really just watching his shit. It's the only thing I'm watching, bro. I got scared that I lost my ability to find things funny. So I just started watching like shit that's supposed to be funny. And eventually the idea is that it's just gonna build up my sense of humor and I'll be able to, because I hate forcing my laugh. I don't like to do that, but I also don't like not laughing at anybody's jokes. Not because I care, it's still a selfish reason. It's not because I care about how they feel about the joke. It's because I feel like if I don't laugh at a joke, people will see me like a weird person. So even though it's still selfish, I think I do have a little bit of empathy for people who feel like shit if you don't laugh at the jokes. You're just like, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Just shit myself. But I don't know what else. So I realized my phone, again, something with my phone, bro, it's all fucked up. Had the exposure set to like really high. So every single video I made, I was like, why the fuck does my skin look like it's a piece of paper? I do not look like this, bro. And it's also because YouTube like compresses your videos a lot. So yeah. But this is my new thing that I'm gonna be doing. Even though I made a ton of these videos, they're all CIA secret, unkept, undercover. All the J-Water, what's it called? J-Water, something. All those will be public. I'm probably still gonna make a bunch of personal videos for myself. That sounds really weird. Don't take it that way. It's just I'm talking. You know, I don't really have a lot of people to talk to, so this is the best outlet for it. Especially right now in my life. Trying to use this as a way to like conjure who I really want to be, without the need of going out in public and embarrassing myself over and over again. Yeah. I think that I'm gonna start making videos again. It's like coming out. It's like pulling out the Corvette that's been sitting in the garage in a barn under a tarp. For reasons because I need to do something passionate with my life. I've always wanted to. It's just that when it gets down to doing it, first of all, I don't like it. And then when I'm actually doing the hard work and I don't like it, it's not that I have a problem with doing the hard work. It is, but it's also because while I'm doing it and hating doing it, I'm like, do I even really like this to begin with? I don't like any of this process. I don't like making these shits. I just like the idea. But, and what the idea isn't like being famous. It's not even. It's just that I want to make a product, something very enjoyable to watch. That's something that piques my interest, but just making it is just like, slop fest. That's a slag, bro. I'm not trying to do that. So what instead I'm gonna do is just, because I also feel like I'm wasting my time. Time is of the essence in this part of my life. So I will get like a little depression spout as I'm sitting there in my own. It feels like I'm just sitting there in my own filth, wasting my life, and I don't know, bro. Might as well get fat and just live on the road. And that's probably because it's been really set in my life that is like the worst place you could possibly be. But it's not only that, it's just that like everything that could slightly be pointing towards that is also just as bad as it. That's what I was taught growing up. And a lot of what I was taught growing up are things that I just don't agree with. Like, I really don't agree with a lot of the things I was taught. But I understand where they come from. Place of love and even like a place of understanding. You have to realize, like, when people tell you things that might seem really wrong or like off-putting to you, no matter what, it's always from a place of understanding. It's always from a place of like the exact same feeling that you get from your knowledge that you have, and the sense that it's almost like it's part of you. It's almost like it's almost like there's nothing else to see. Like, this is just the way it works, right? But you have to understand that when people are telling you things, they are coming from the exact same place. They're in the exact same mindset as you. It's just like a normal thing that people do. It's human behavior. So the way I like to put it is that everybody I have a couple different definitions for it, but like, I guess I'll start with this one. Maybe I'll decide whether or not I want to share more of them, but depending on how well this goes. Imagine everybody has horse blinders on, right? And you're on like on a playground, those things that spin. People would put a motorcycle next to it and it would fucking launch someone. They'd like fly into a chain link fence and their body would turn like a cheese grater on the other side. Yeah. Imagine you have horse blinders on, and there's things surrounding this wheel, right? And what happens is throughout your life, the wheel kind of turns a little bit sometimes. Sometimes here, sometimes over here, and over time you get this mental image of all these things that are around you, and because you still have an idea of them even when you're not looking at it, you can still learn a lot. But you have to understand there's people that are literally there's things around the whole thing, but literally you have to realize there's people around the wheel too on the other sides that see things that you don't. And this doesn't mean that everybody's right and you're wrong, or a different perspective is destined to be right. It's just that the more of them that you see, the better idea you have, and the more likely you are to be right. So it's less about what you see, it's more about how much you see. And now, I've never really explained that definition. There's a way better one. It's the three blind mice and the elephant. Three blind people, mice. I don't know why it would be mice, but it was just, I think it was people, because that makes more sense. I have no idea. I'm just thinking of three blind mice because three blind mice. They all get a feel for different parts of the elephant, and they're all arguing over which part is which and how it works. But the real point was to kind of get a grasp of the whole thing. And sometimes people even have this like a world view that there is a whole elephant. It's just that they think the part of the elephant that they felt is the right one because it's them feeling it. You know what I mean? That's what it really boils down to. Another definition I have for this, another example is like, imagine everybody this is more of what I was talking about. It's less, the elephant one is good, but I think this is also a really good definition. Everybody is like one of those boards. It's like a pin board kind of. And every pin on the board has like these two prongs coming out of it, right? And it's like, I don't know if you ever had like a Mario Kart like racetrack thing, where it would kind of like, or like any type of Whoopi Goldberg mechanism. I don't know what they're fucking called. If you ever seen like a Lego convention where they have all these balls and they'll cascade down, go through all these different paths, but there was a splitter mechanism that could divert the path to be like a 1 and a 0, so it would make sure the next ball went a different way. So I want you to imagine that, but like hundreds of them lined up on this pinboard. And so the marble is like something that happens in life, and you just like drop it somewhere, anywhere, and it cascades down and it sets this path, and then at the end it does something. The thing that the box that it lands in represents the thing that the person does. So then you drop another one down, and eventually what happens is this path gets kind of coded in, and it's set so that, you know, certain balls go certain different ways and whatever. So this is how I like to imagine that people's experiences program them to respond differently to future experiences than other people. And it's a very good explanation for why, like, you can't just tell somebody to change who they are immediately. And if you disagree with someone, like, it's like having these two pinboards compare and contrast and be like, it's like you can't even see them though. So you're just like, why the fuck aren't you getting what I'm thinking, bro? It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense to me. Why wouldn't this cause this to happen? Why wouldn't this be like that? And it's like so different. It's so fucking different. And yeah, it's another one of my virtues right there, and why people do different things all the time. I mean, part of it is nurture too, so you could say like some pinboards have missing brackets in them, missing the lane switchers, whatever. So that's like a difference in people's brain. But that's just what you should go along your life thinking, is understand that different people have experienced different things, and if they disagree with you, it's more about trying to like put the marble in the right spot, I guess. Trying to show them how your path works. That's why you always have to explain to people. If you can show people, I mean, what does show people really mean? Does it mean like put them through your experience, or does it mean like explain to them? Because if you just explain to them, they're never going to get to the true details of how things affected you, because there's a lot of times where something could be very painful to somebody, right? A person could be very hurtful to someone else, and anyone else watching it would sympathize, would resonate more with the person who hurt the other one. This happens a lot in life, and the only reason that no one gets this person, or why this person even did it to begin with, is because they don't understand what it's like to be here. And sometimes being here, being hurt by it, it's like a very complicated thing. Your mind is always meant to protect you from things. So, you know, it sucks, especially when maybe you've experienced something very different, and maybe, like, you know, it's based off of like, you might think that it's either the person's problem, that they have something that they have to change about themselves, or that it's something that this person, like, it's really about, is it just this one person that would have been affected, or would anybody in this situation be affected by it? And sometimes that feels like the only way you can stand your ground, or like express your point. That's like the only way you can, is by trying to make other people experience what you have. That's why a lot of villains are created in this world. because there will never be an understanding, but the right way to go about it is to just let go. Just to really understand that there might not ever be anybody understand. This might happen to you over and over and over again, and that's gonna suck a lot for you. But try to do anything about it. If it's not the right thing, will just make your situation worse. You feel me? You feel me? This is kind of a lame Jay Water Virtues video. The last one I feel is better because I wasn't in the mindset that I wasn't thinking that it was going to be uploaded after. And I can't replicate that. Like once the seed is planted that the video is going to be uploaded to the public, it's fucked. It's fucked, bro. I can't trick myself and just tell myself I'm not going to upload it and then just upload it later. I think, and even if whatever plan I come up with, I'm just gonna know it. I'm gonna, it's just gonna ruin it no matter what. If the end result is a video getting uploaded, it ruins the integrity of the video. Even if I tell myself that, I'll private every video and then randomly, months later, just look through them and see which one I can upload, I'm still going to be trying to make the videos uploadable, presentable while I'm recording them. And that's just always ruining them. It's always ruining the videos. And, readjust my shit. Yeah. I'm starting to realize that, no, I'm not starting to realize. Yeah, I am. I'm starting to realize that I'm actually making a lot of progress with myself. I used to not be able to, there used to be a constant dread every time someone was talking to me. There was just a dread that they were going to finish what they were saying. And then I had to just sit through, because I really did give up. I really did accept that it's just like that. I just don't know what to say after, and that's just what it is. That's just my natural way. And I would just sit there and yep, and then continue on with whatever I was doing. Or if I didn't have something, man, that was wreck fest, bro. I was wrecked. I'm gonna wreck your mom. I actually knew people that would wear shirts like that. A lot of the stereotypical funny internet people, things that some shit you'd see on Instagram, Lorelius Buttfard, the kid with pouring the nerds into the thing, and he was my name's Lorelius Buttfard, or whatever. A lot of that whole idea of somebody who's just I'm gonna give up with this explanation, but I did know a lot of people that would wear all these funny shirts, just because even me sometimes, bro. I knew people who would actually dig in their butt. I knew somebody who dug in their butt, and I saw them do it. And then I saw them grab an Xbox controller and play a game like nothing happened. And I still have that controller to this day. It was my controller. And I think what I did was I wiped it down with alcohol. Oh my god, dude, that's disgusting. Genuinely, never be a butt picker. That's probably the worst human. That's worse than Hitler. That's so bad. Picking your butt, bro. Digging your butt, twin. I think that's over now. I really have no idea what's going on in the social media world. I'm so out of touch with it. I feel better about myself, though. I would usually struggle with the idea of quitting something that I really enjoyed, that was like a part of my life. Even if it was bad for me, like whether it was like social media or a game I was obsessed with. I just couldn't sit with the idea of just not having it. Like, never, like, I guess taking a break makes sense to me, but then the idea of like, damn, never again? I'll never be able to do that again? Fuck that, bro. That's what usually ruins for me, that's what ruined quitting things. Because like, even if I really did enjoy it, and I just told myself like, really, bro, never again? That's what comes with quitting? Nah, bro, I just can't see that happening. That's crazy. But the truth is like, over time you do give up, you let go of things, forget about it. But for a while you'll just be thinking like, damn, never again. I'm trying to think what was something that, oh, it's obvious, bro. Like, if I started smoking the yard, I'd be fucked, bro. I would just be, every time I was about to quit, I'm like, yep, I'm gonna put it down. But damn, I'll never be able to smoke again. I don't know if anybody else experienced this, or it's just like an immediate, like, I need it now. It was less of that for me with like an addiction. It's like entirely just the idea that it's like never gonna be able to happen again. But I guess that's a good thing, because it's easier to dismantle a belief like that rather than just like an immediate, like, I need this now. I guess that was part of it, but yeah. Fuck, man.